Hey guys, Mike here from Lunch Money Comics. It's once again time for Brimfield Flea Market, one of the largest in the world. I'm here, of course, hunting for comic books, and I have a hunting buddy. This is Paul, all the way from Scotland at his very first Brimfield. You excited?
I'm excited.
There's a lot of comic books to go through, so I think we're going to be here all day. Look at that. So come along for the ride, guys. Should be a fun one. Let's protect the Spider-Man #1. Let's have to get him out. Web of Spider-Man. From the family. Cool.
Streamers on it. They look like fire. I bought them to have for Halloween, but I never used them. So I think I do that. Get rid of them. I got 4 of them. I think I got them all in one spot. That's the trouble. They're all in one spot.
How much are these guys?
Cool.
Actually, they're $20 for the pin, all hand done. Probably 60s.
Old Bronze Age horror monster comics. And then you go. You didn't even see it. You gotta, there you go. Get your glasses up for these. So was that a? It's always a good book. What was that first one there? Was that a Cap 100?
Cap 100?
Yeah. Hobgoblin, Secret Wars 8. That's cool. Yeah, nice. I like that. That's great, isn't it? Wow, that's really cool. It's Hellcat, right?
Yes.
I love the old, the old real Ghost Rider there. There you go. Nice.
I just bought me one of these.
Oh, did you?
Not that issue, but
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Let me see that one. That's a cool cover. That's awesome. I see that. Kenny, what are the prices on all these? Random stuff?
How you been, man?
Good, I'm alright.
Good, pal. That's a great book. Look how clean.
I know.
That's it. We got some gold in it from a guy. Like $50 is okay.
Yeah, let me, oh,
And
look
then we
at that.
bought the real cream he was looking at in front.
Oh, we
bought
saw
all-
those.
We bought those from Gary Dolgoff.
Oh, you did get them from Gary?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I can give you the grades. They'll
Yeah, oh,
grade
yeah.
out nice.
Yep.
You know, he's a good guy.
Oh, definitely.
He's getting older and he's starting to loosen up. He thought,
Oh, yeah,
if you
he's
go
starting to
on
let things
eBay,
go.
If you guys go
Yeah.
on eBay,
He's doing
you
sales
can,
now all
yeah,
the time
I know,
on it.
which is
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, Kenny, can I ask you on prices of some of these ones here?
Sure.
I think you had this last time, so I know that's a pretty good copy.
Yeah.
What are you asking on the 100?
Me and Ron, we were at 8. Can we go to 6? And he can grade it 7.0 to 7.5.
Yeah.
Gary said
Yeah.
6.
That'd be 6 on that one.
Yeah.
And what about these ones here? Secret Wars?
200's okay.
2, yeah.
Ron 350 okay.
Yeah.
It's got the tattoos.
got the tattoos.
It's a newsstand too. That's
Okay.
a good one. High grade too.
This guy here.
Ron
Oh, you picked out
200.
other good ones.
Well, I'm just curious. I have a lot of...
They're there to buy.
Hey,
They're there to
200.
buy.
He said 50
Yeah,
with the...
and you got a good eye. Both you guys know that's early Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And we'll go. Me and Ron will go easy on you. $50. You got to make money.
And the Red Dragon. Yeah,
50
Super
bucks.
Edition. Okay,
The Magician,
interesting. All right, Kenny. I think I like the look of these books. I'm not even gonna beat you up. I'm gonna grab these 2 right here.
Sure.
All right, that was one of our first stops in a pretty good one. We both got some Golden Age books, and the day's just begun. Look what I spotted. Man, we're hitting it hard today, right? First thing in the morning, look at that.
yeah.
Magazines. Yeah, we're finding lots of comics early. Wow. I wonder if the 3D glasses are in there. Take a peek.
I lost them years ago.
Oh,
Hmm. Bunch there. Let me check those in a second. And some Silver Age in here. Some Daredevil. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, LB Cole cover. I don't see the LB Cole signature though, do you?
I was just thinking that.
That's kind of beat up. Looks like the cover's detached. Time Bandits.
Debbie's favorite film.
Oh, really? When I was a kid, I loved that movie. It scared me. I loved it. Oh. That's a good box. So we got Claremont for Shazam. Times 4. Yeah, that's a minor key issue. Yeah. Yeah, restraint. I know it's early. A lot can happen today. Check this one. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's a cool cover.
That is.
These are a lot of cool ones here. There you go. A bunch of 10 centers in there. Look what I spotted. Marvel trading cards. Hey, we got some more. Gotta check the boxes here. Go this way, here we go. Oh, look at that. Now you get that box. Witching hour. The prices on these? Well. Hard to see with the sun angle here. Cool. Oh, it is weird. That's definitely weird enough to interest me. Superjet Space Trip from a shoe store. There you go. All right, let's see what this thing is about here. Superjet Space Trip from a shoe store. If I can open it. What? What the heck? This is like a Western inside. I mean, that is just weird enough. I have to have it. Like I always say, guys, if you see something you've never seen before and it's cheap, this is $5, you get it. Adding that to the collection, that's crazy. All right, I'm gonna let you dig at these ones.
Some Galore stories, some Charlton.
I've got some pretty good Golden Age books out of here in the past. There you go. It's a cool sneak, guys. Star Wars. Star Trek. There might be some good stuff in here. Hey, this book right here. I have this signed by Jim Shooter, and Jim Shooter told me that Rob Liefeld, this is his favorite comic book. That's just a little story with that book. It's first Gilgamesh, I think. Eternals 13. These are the reprints. Otherwise, they'd be early Ted Cord Blue Beetle. Oops, some Rampaging Hulk #1. That's cool. Ah. All right, Paul, let's check this field out here. I've had a lot of good luck here in the past finding comic books and other comic-related things, and it's just a great-looking field, too.
It's a beautiful field. As fields go.
As fields go, top-notch.
Top.
Oh, yeah. It's a very photogenic place in general, though. I mean, you see stuff here you've never seen before. $195. All right, we have a great looking booth right here. Love the bicentennial Marvel calendar, very cool. Awesome. We have some treasuries. Okay. And we also have a box of comics. Oh, wow. There you go. I always love this cover. That's first Silk, but it's a big price tag on that. Young Avengers #1. Early Hawkeye and Black Widow. Yeah, the treasuries are neat. The calendars are really cool. $225. Wow. Yeah, I had to look it up. This is actually an error, a blue ink error version. I don't know much about that, but.
Oh, you got every color, Rich?
Same #1.
Yeah. How many? So what's that?
Just a box of keys here. Prices aren't great though. Or even really good.
Right, you know, I do that because I really collect them. I have a whole section of my attic that I just do small.
Great cover though. Dave Stevens.
Yep.
First Ms. Marvel, right? Pretty sure it is, yeah. Doom cover. cool. Oh, this Riddler. Also, this is really neat. All right. And over here is my buddy Doug from yesterday's paper. Always has good stuff. Let's say hi. Hey, Doug.
Hey, Mike.
What's going on, buddy? Good to see you too. Wow, look at you. Looks like more stuff than last time.
Yeah, but boy, oh boy.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, I
Cool.
brought, some different things.
All right, so you get some new stuff here.
Yeah, this is some stuff I just picked up just a little bit ago.
That's a great cover.
Yeah.
Lady Luck.
The guy had some great books, but I passed on some that were really kind of nice because I thought he just had them priced higher than
Yeah.
what I could go.
Oh, that's cool. Plastic
Yeah,
Man?
I mean, it's a little, but it's a police one. That's what's.
That's crazy, actually. Is that tape? Yeah, bummer.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that chip in the bottom, but
Yeah.
it still kind of shows up nice.
So this is pre-DC Plastic Man, Quality Comics publisher, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
These I'm gonna actually read. I'm gonna put them in my lights and look at them a little closer.
Yeah. Captain Midnight's always cool. I found these in the past, or those staples are a little rusty. Or there you go. Yeah, the second Cap 100 I've seen today.
March of Comics, I get there's a guy up here that he has millions of dollars of comic books, and these are his favorite.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Tales of Suspense number 2.
Yeah, that's one of the better books I got here.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Where do I start? I'm gonna start way over here. Count of Monte Cristo, some Classics Illustrated, Barbie. That's cool. Oh, we even got some more modern stuff, which he usually doesn't have. And we have Westerns. More Westerns. Apologies to the people who are into Westerns, because I am not, and I don't know what I'm looking at. So let me know down in the comments if you guys love Westerns and what I should be looking for next time. Let's go to DC. Some cool ones in here. Oh, that's a great Joker and Bizarro cover. Let's go through these quick to get our bearings here before we start digging. Paul's already completely dug in right now. You have the reading glasses out. I know you're taking it serious now. Adventure Comics. It's a great cover. Oh, cool. I've been looking for the war stories where they're fighting like dinosaurs and stuff. Great Steranko covers. And Avengers, Marvel Tales. Look at that. That's a lot of comic books. Wow.
I'm doing electric.
You ever see these Ninja Turtle knockoffs? Black belt hamsters. Man, We could be here all day going through these, and we don't really have all day. Try to get an idea. Well, these ones are at least same publisher in one box. That's helpful. First Captain Universe, but looks like black mold on it. So gonna pass on that one. In the zone. This is a much nicer field. You get a little bit of tree shade as well, which is always nice because you're here all day, you can get sunstroke. Can you fit that on the plane? So I'm going to go to a voiceover here because this vendor had really loud music playing. They had a ton of comic books, and a lot of it was really interesting, like these underground comics, which I like very much. But what really excited me and Paul were how many Golden Age comics they had. They had boxes of these, every genre represented. They had space, they had adventure, they had good girl comics, and they had a lot of comics I'd never seen before. For instance, this True Comics, really, really neat. Paul was familiar with it though. But I think the most interesting thing was stuff we felt like we'd seen before. You see these Smilin' Jack comics. Well, they had the exact same grease pencil marks as the first comics we saw on the day where I got a Smilin' Jack. So I think these came from the same collection, and it was definitely an old and musty collection. You see here a ton of true crime comics. They were in pretty poor shape, missing pieces, but mostly they smelled like they'd been stored in a basement for a very long time. There you go. Are you a Scottish chief?
All the comics are half off.
Oh,
Oh, there you
sir.
go.
You don't know. I might be.
Alright, check this file. Hey, it's Nightcrawler.
Oh,
X-Men.
sorry to tell you about
Look
Nightcrawler.
at that. So this is half off. This would be thematic, wouldn't it? So the stable is not in great shape. Put it up to the side. Look at that. It's gone. That's a lot more comics. They're everywhere.
Yeah, and these are all half price.
Half price. Awesome.
They're marked.
Thank you. Let's take a peek. I'm actually going to start with these horror comics. He says they're all half sticker price. Oh, these are great. These Andrew Bennett's are pretty cool. I wonder if I can make a nice pile here, actually. There's a lot of stuff that's attractive to me. I have a whole pile of these House of Mysteries. Oh, I like the Witching Hours. That one's cool. Bad shape, but it's cool. Ooh, yeah. Fancy stuff in the case. Yeah, I see. So, that's all your Silver and Bronze Age stuff.
Mostly silver and bronze.
Yeah. Pretty much all non-key issues, I'm guessing. Or...
No, there's keys in them.
Yeah.
It'll say on his tag.
Yeah. Just in the Daredevil pile.
This is Daredevil.
Yeah.
Put these over here.
Yep. Split them out. Hold it for you. Super Friends. Ah, hold on a second. Put that one aside.
It's like pennies. So pick it up in case he hasn't got it.
Look at that. You got it. Oh, I see some hiding back there.
Just trying to build up.
Yeah, build up the anticipation.
I think when they unveiled Tutankhamun's tomb, it was sort of like, over there.
All right. Okay. All right. All right.
Superhero. Superhero, that's what you
Paul, what do you think of this flea market?
Not bad.
It's not bad. What do you think of the size?
I think everything you told me about it is true. It
Yeah.
is potentially, possibly, maybe, could be, should be, might be the biggest flea market in Massachusetts, if not Massachusetts, the US, if not the US, the world. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's insanely huge. There
It-
is something for everyone. It's awesome.
It is, and it's it gets bigger throughout the week. That's the crazy part. How many empty fields did you see? You know, those won't be empty in a couple days, and you'll see.
How many empty fields? That was the only place we could literally go to the bathroom.
Right,
Try and find
exactly.
an empty
Yep.
field, so
Well, you
not
get-
many of those.
You get a whole week here to experience it. You might need the whole week.
I've got a whole week. Just haven't got a big enough case. So I'm gonna have to charter a ship or something
You can do it.
to bring some of this stuff back.
Yeah, you should.
But it's recommended if you do this, have a guide.
Have a guide. Happy to help. All right, so we have this one last field here. It's huge, but you got to pay extra admission. So let's grab the tickets first.
Hey.
Hey, you too. Yeah, right. We're on a mission. I think these are the comics we're looking for. All right. These are all cool. Oh, wow, more over there. All right, witching hour. Right. All these horror comics are so cool. Let me make a pile here. Not all of them are in very good shape, though.
Copies of.
Yeah,
I would say it's not, but it's the stuff I've seen people like.
yeah. Ooh.
Night Stalkers.
Oh, yeah, no. Small thing. Might as well check this. ROM.
Darling.
For your eyes only. There you go. I always like this cover. Mike Mignola. The Infinity Gauntlet in here. It's like everything but issue number 1. Night Stalkers, a lot of Night Stalkers. Spider-Man Unlimited, X-Force. I'm not even gonna check for the Deadpool card. So yeah, how much of horror comics? $10 for all these. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're
That's great. All right, guys, that's it for us. We definitely got some comic books. We found plenty of them. Get a bag full. But that's it for me for Brimfield, I think. Maybe I'll come back. But Paul's certainly not done. You got here the whole week, so can't wait to see your haul. But for right now, guys, I'm going to go back to the house, show you guys everything I got. So there you go, guys. That was once again Brimfield Flea Markets in Brimfield, Massachusetts. By any definition, one of the largest flea markets on planet Earth. I'm lucky enough to live near this place, and I've been going for decades. It is incredible, not just for comic books, but for antiques and anything else you could possibly think of collecting. And because I collect a lot of stuff, I never miss this show. It comes to town 3 times a year, spring, summer, and fall. This was the fall edition, the final one of 2025, and the fall one, in my opinion, tends to be the best for 2 reasons. One, it's sort of the last big show for a lot of these antique vendors. They're sort of trying to clear out inventory before the winter. And the second reason, it's fall in New England. It is gorgeous up here. The weather tends to be great. But it's such a big place, guys. Even for a veteran like me, it helps to have a hunting partner. And I had a pretty special one this time. You saw Paul, who came here all the way from Scotland. Now, I first talked about Paul a little while back on my channel because I did a trade with him overseas. I first met him through the channel. He hit me up on Instagram, and he had a book that I was very interested in, Captain Britain #1, first appearance of Brian Braddock, Captain Britain himself, wanted to work out a trade. Yeah, and we got to talking quite a bit, and he really wanted to come visit Massachusetts, not only for this amazing experience of Brimfield Flea Markets, but also to see a lot of the great local comic shops that I always talk about. So he wanted to plan a trip for this September show. We jumped on the horn, I helped him make the details, and he came on over, guys. And it was great. We spent several days together. It was the least I could do was drive him around. We went to Brimfield on this day. We actually went to my local comic book shop on another day, had dinner a couple times with some of my friends in the hobby around in the area. Just a fantastic time getting to talk with Paul and hear about his collecting journey. And guys, I say this all the time, you know, this hobby stopped being about comic books a long time ago for me. It's now become about the people I've met in the hobby and the friends I've made along the way, and I absolutely consider Paul a new friend. What a fantastic human being. Paul, thank you so much for visiting. It was great hanging out with you. And yeah, of course, we found a ton of comic books. So many, in fact, that, as usual, I had to cut out a lot of footage. I mean, a lot of footage. I took over 2 hours of footage at this flea market, and I can't possibly edit that much footage. I know some of you would love it. I had to edit down to a reasonable amount. So hopefully that gives you an idea of just how many comic books were at this flea market. And remember, this first day tends to be one of the smaller days. There's other fields that don't even open up until later in the week. So this was the only day I got to go. Paul went back several other times. He must have really liked it. More comic books than you could shake a stick at. So if you've never been to Brimfield before, guys, absolutely. It's something you should try to do at least once in your life. And if you ever do go to Brimfield, hit me up on Instagram, Lunch Money Comics IG. Maybe I can meet you there. So we have a lot of comic books to show you guys. Before I do, if you like this sort of stuff and you want to support the channel, head on down, like, comment, subscribe. And once again, make sure you're following me on Instagram under Lunch Money Comics IG. So the first comics I want to show you did not come from the flea market. They came from Paul. He actually brought over a whole bunch of stuff, not only for me, but also for my family, which was super nice of him. But he knows I always feel a little awkward about the freebies. So just like we did in our trade a little while back, I told him I would only receive these if he could grab some stuff out of my basement here. So he came on over, went through my comic boxes, took out a whole bunch of cool stuff. He likes old horror stuff, Werewolf by Night, you know, Tomb of Dracula, and especially Avengers. Got some great Avengers books. So because of that, I felt comfortable receiving these things because there's some pretty cool stuff in here. So I mentioned one of the first, interactions I had with Paul was getting Captain Britain #1. Well, when I did that video, at the time I mentioned I was happy to have the first appearance of Brian Braddock, Captain Britain, but I also want Captain Britain #8, a UK publication that is the first real appearance of Elizabeth Betsy Braddock, better known as Psylocke, iconic X-Men character. Well, of course, Paul found one, and he was excited to bring it over. Here it is, guys. This is from 1976, written by Chris Claremont, Herb Trimpe art, and there you go. You have the first appearance of Betsy Braddock, his sister, later known as Psylocke. As a completionist and X-Men fan, guys, I'm really excited to have this book here. He had just watched one of my videos where I talked about collecting Fooms, and he happened to have one he grabbed for me. Pretty awesome. This is Foom #3 from 1973. Awesome cover art by Jim Steranko, one of my favorites, showing Spider-Man with like an infinite cover. He's reading, this Foom. So awesome. Happy to have this. Then he has some really interesting stuff that was from his childhood. Kind of literally. So this here is Super Spider-Man TV comic. This, of course, is a UK publication. The reason why he specifically got me this is because when he was really little, he submitted a drawing to this publication, and it's in this book. It's in this magazine. I'm not going to embarrass him by showing it. I think it's a pretty good drawing. But yeah, it's definitely a personal touch of Paul with this. So how cool is that? This is actually for my son. This is a book. It's funny. He asked if we have these over here. We don't. This is a Spider-Man annual, Marvel Presents. And it's a whole bunch of different Spider-Man stories and other like fun articles and things like that. And he said these are the types of things that he would read when he was a kid. Let's see, this was published in 1979. So this is cool. He gave this to my son. So this goes in my son's collection after he's done reading it. He also, very thoughtful, he got my daughter some tea cakes from the UK. And he also got my wife an antique book on Scottish history. What a nice guy. Really great. It was really cool for him to meet the family as well. They loved his accent. Some more things he got for me. We have this Amazing Stories. This is a small sci-fi booklet. You have stories in here by people like Philip K. Dick, right? Fantastic. This is from 1954, I believe. He knows I love the foreign comics, not just the UK ones, but other countries. I should have taken the other one out. There's 2 Supermans in here. Both of these are from Norway. So 2 Norwegian Supermans, and this is really cool. Don't get too excited. Yeah, Showcase 22, first Hal Jordan, right? This is a German version of it. Still, super cool. The English version is one I'd very much like to have in my collection someday. And finally, a storyline that he loved, that he read when he was younger, and features Captain Britain, The Knights of the Pendragon. Again, these are UK publications stories. And yeah, the whole series is here, featuring, again, Captain Britain and these very sort of Arthurian legend, fantasy-inspired stories. So the whole set is here. Paul, thank you so much. I'm not going to say for the gifts. I'm happy I got to trade some stuff to you for this, but I'm very grateful for the gifts that you gave my family. That was very sweet of you. So now let's talk about the comic books I got at the flea market, starting at the end. The very last field me and Paul went to was actually near where we parked, but we didn't go in the beginning because all the fields are independently operated, but some of them they charge a separate fee. It was like $5 to get in. We weren't willing to pay that in the morning, but by the end of the day, we had the time. Let's just go check it out. And at first, we were kind of disappointed. There wasn't really any comic books there. We were about to leave when Paul said, hey, let's just do one more loop. We haven't gone down that aisle. Sure enough, his instincts were correct. We found a truck where there were a whole bunch of boxes of comic books. The condition was not very good for most of these, but the price was right. And I ended up with a stack of DC 1970s horror comics I think I got for an absolute steal. So let's start with this. This is Swamp Thing number 13 from 1974. Awesome Nestor Redondo cover. I love Swamp Thing. Always willing to pick these up. Tell you how much I got these for in a second. It was a great deal. The rest of these I'm going to go through sort of worst condition to best. I put some of the worst condition ones away last second, but this is one of the ones I kept. This is in horrible shape. This is House of Secrets number 82. Yeah, it's just kind of falling apart. It's definitely a reader copy. The reason I got this one and kept it is because it's a Neil Adams cover and pencils on the inside. So happy to get this one here. The rest of these I rebagged and boarded. Again, worst condition to best. We have The Unexpected number 127. It's from 1971. This has a Nick Cardy cover. A lot of these have Nick Cardy covers. I really like Nick Cardy's cover art on Teen Titans and on Aquaman. He also did a lot of great horror covers for DC in the 70s. So, Nick Cardy cover right here. We have Unexpected number 128. Again, Nick Cardy cover. Also, there's a story in here with Bernie Wrightson art. Very cool. Conditions getting better. We have The Witching Hour number 60 from 1975. Once again, Nick Cardy. Cool. This is really cool. Witching Hour number 39. Once again, Nick Cardy, 1974. Look at that. It's a guy with like no face. I love these books, guys. They're so neat. Here we go. The Secrets of Sinister House, number 14 from 1973. This is Luis Dominguez did the art on this. Awesome. And again, the condition is really good. We have Ghosts, number 20 from 1973. Once again, surprise, Nick Cardy did so many of these. I actually didn't know he did this many covers across all these different horror lines. Again, Nick Cardy, 1973. This is Ghost number 21. And this one is spectacular, guys. All of these were in pretty bad condition, but this book is flawless, which is more amazing considering how dark the cover is. This is Weird Mystery Tales number 8 from 1973. Again, Luis Dominguez cover. Guys, for a dark cover, there are no color breaks on this. I mean, this is minty. unbelievable. I pulled this out of there. I can't believe the condition it's in. It's a beautiful copy. So I ended up with 10 of these DC sort of horror books. And how much did I get them for? $10 total, $1 each. I think that is absolutely a steal for these. I'm pretty happy with all of these. Let me know down in the comments if you're a fan of these DC horror, or Marvel horror for that matter in the 70s. Once they sort of lightened up the comics code, you got a lot of this stuff. I think they're awesome. So I always say this on my channel, guys. If you ever see something you've never seen before, something unusual, if the price is cheap, pick it up because it might be something special. I can honestly tell you I've never seen anything like this before, so I had to get it. This is Super Jet Space Trip. All right, so we found this guy with boxes of comics. They weren't in the best shape, but everything was like $5 or $10. Then I came across this, and it just jumped out to me because it was so unusual, and it didn't really match anything else in the boxes. This was given out by, it looks like, Harry's Shoe Store, which was a children's shoe store in New Bedford, Massachusetts. So there's a Massachusetts connection here. I was intrigued, thinking, hey, you know, Super Jet Space Trip must have space stuff. Hey, look at that. You know, there's space cutouts, kind of like paper dolls. Cool, it must be space. I opened it up. No, it is a Western comic book. And there's no credits or publication or copyright information at all. It looks like they just got comic books and they just threw on their advertisement on the outside and stapled it on. I've never seen anything like this, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you have, especially those people, you know, from the South Shore of Massachusetts. I'd love to know if you've come across these. $5, guys. I'm going to pick it up every time. Just really unique and interesting addition to my collection. All right, so we found this vendor later on in the day. Again, lots of comic books, not in the best shape. But I found a couple that I was willing to bundle together, and I think I got a great deal on these as well. First one is this. This is Conan the Barbarian number 188 from 1986. Awesome John Buscema cover. And I think he also did the pencils in it. And this is one of those Marvel 25th anniversary, you know, borders. I just didn't have this one. I kind of collect these, so I was happy to pick this one up. But the other book I found, in knowing that Paul was bringing me the Captain Britain number 8, I would have got this anyways, but it matched the video. This. We have the New Mutants Annual number 2, also from 1986, written by Chris Claremont, art by Alan Davis, longtime artist associated with Excalibur, for instance. And this is the first U.S. appearance of Psylocke Betsy Braddock. Yeah, so her first real appearance was in that Captain Britain number 8 UK large format, you know, European album size. The first standard American comic book size appearance of hers is this one right here. Cool, iconic pink cover, right? This one is not in good shape. There's a big spine roll, lots of spine ticks, but it doesn't matter, guys. This could have been in the worst shape in the world, in tatters. I'm still picking up because it is so on theme for this video with getting her actual first appearance. So I ended up getting both of these for $10. $10 total. I think that's a fantastic deal for these. And like I said, it didn't matter on the condition. I was buying this book no matter what. This next book is a really fun one. We got it from a vendor. I believe his name is also Mike. He started going to Brimfield a few years ago, and he's very notable to me because he brings tons of comic books. A seemingly endless supply of them. Every time I see him, he has more. And he was having a special deal, I think half off all the comics. And Paul ended up with a whole bunch. I only got one. He actually had a glass case where the better comics were. He told me earlier in the day someone bought like all his Silver Age keys. That's fine because I still got a pretty cool book. And it's this. This is Star Spangled War Stories number 134 from 1967. And there are two reasons why I wanted this book. The first one is Neil Adams did the pencils on the inside. I love Neil Adams, although he did not do the cover. The second reason is it's guys fighting a dinosaur. So listen, these war stories for years, of course, were guys fighting in a war. They were fighting other human beings, but you gotta spice things up eventually. So I don't know if it was to, you know, raise sales or not. They started having them fight dinosaurs and monsters and kaijus and all sorts of crazy things. And I just find that absolutely hilarious. These are very collectible for that reason. They're so ridiculous. So I was really happy I came across this. It's not in great shape. You see there's a docked corner down here. I don't care, guys. I got it for $15, which I think is a pretty good deal. And I think I definitely want to start a sub-collection of men fighting dinosaurs. I just think it's ridiculous. So these last two comic books were certainly my biggest purchases of the day, and they happened to be my first purchases. And I got them from a vendor named Kenny, who I know because he sells at every flea market in the area, both indoor and outdoor. I've known him for years. He's actually been in several of my videos, maybe not his face, but certainly you've heard him speaking. I've got a lot of comic books from him over the years, but this time, guys, I've never seen him have comic books this good. He had stuff from the Bronze Age, he had a ton of stuff from the Silver Age, and a lot from the Gold Age. A lot of Silver Age keys. He had a Cap 100. Yeah, it was pretty cool to dig through the stuff, and because I have a rapport with him, I was able to get a good deal on these. I do have to mention, though, while me and Paul were there going through these, another individual came in and grabbed a whole bunch of books, and he was negotiating with Kenny for quite a bit of money when me and Paul left. So we didn't want to bug Kenny, but we said, hey, you know what? We'll come back at the end of the day. If he has anything left, maybe we can make a deal. Well, we did go back at the end of the day and found every comic book he had was gone. Evidently, 15 minutes after we were there, someone came in and bought everything. So we got really lucky to get what we did, but still, I'm pretty happy I picked up these because, as you'll see, I think I got a great deal on them, and they're both from the Golden Age. Let's start with this. This is Super Magician Comics, Volume 5, Number 7, from 1947. So Volume 5 implies, you know, they had 5 different whole volumes of this. Volumes back then were like 1 a year, so basically 12 issues was 1 volume. Yeah, so this issue right here from 1947 was published by Street and Smith Publishing, and it featured the super magician himself. It's a character named Blackstone. Yeah, he's basically a magician that travels around the world and goes on adventures. That's what these stories were about. But this publishing company also had another character called Red Dragon, who was a guy who learned like Tibetan magic and martial arts. So this book basically is that publisher's like 2 most famous characters in one. And yeah, although I've seen these before and I have friends who collect these, I've never seen this issue right here. And what really struck me about this issue in a lot of Kenny's Golden Age books, the condition. They were in really good condition. I mean, I'm sort of nitpicking on this one. There are color breaks, you know, and spine ticks, but guys, really, it's in good shape. The staples are solid. It is a tight book. So just because of that alone, I wanted to pick it up. I mean, the biggest knock on it, honestly, is the grease pencil right here giving the year. I kind of like it. I kind of like it when they do that. And maybe, you know, my buddy Jeff at Comic Spot could remove it. I don't know. So I was happy to get this one. I'll tell you what I paid for it in a second. But the next book is the one I'm most excited about. And it is this. So how great is this, right? So this is Smilin' Jack, number 36. This is a 4-color comic published by Dell. This one's from 1944. So who is Smilin' Jack? Well, Smilin' Jack actually was a comic strip character in newspapers, first published in the Chicago Tribune in 1933, created by Zach Mosley right there. And actually, it ran for 40 years, the longest running aviation comic strip ever, because it does feature this guy, Smilin' Jack, who is a pilot. And of course, it started in the 30s, but it ran through World War II when this takes place. Now, this is a funny thing, guys, because you ever notice when you see a book for the first time, you're like, oh, I've never noticed that, but then you see it everywhere. Even at this flea market, guys, I came across a ton of Smilin' Jacks after I bought this. I almost bought several more, but of all the ones I saw, this was absolutely in the best shape, and I love how it presents. I mean, the colors are fantastic. You have the dashing pilot right here. It's just a great, great looking book. And I got this for $50. In fact, I got the other one also for $50. That was my bundle. $100. Kenny sold these to me, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. But this one here, guys, I think is flat out a wall book. Come on, tell me if you agree. Great, great looking book right here. Let me know if you've ever seen these Smilin' Jack comics before and what you think of them, or the Super Magician for that matter. So on the day, guys, the grand total that I spent on my comic books was $140. Guys, even by lunch money comic standards, that is a low amount for Brimfield Flea Markets. But I think I got a great deal in all these, and I got pretty much every comic book ever represented, right? I got some great Golden Age books. We got some Silver Age. We got some Bronze. We have stuff I've never even seen before, and a big old stack of DC horror from the 70s. I think I got a great deal for $140, but don't take my word for it. Head on down below. Let me know which of my pickups you like the best. Do you think I paid a good price? Also, let me know if you saw anything in the footage that you would have picked up. I'd love to hear about that. And that's it, guys. In the meantime, keep hunting for comic books in strange and unusual places like ginormous flea markets. Even better, if you can do it with a friend. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.